So you can spread out, come into a symmetrical, relaxed position, and either close your eyes or just take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. Start to slow down your breath. And let yourself arrive, consciously setting aside all the busyness of your life, whatever you've been working on. And giving yourself the gift of just being here. There's nothing else you need to figure out or plan or go over. And anytime you notice that your mind has wandered or you're checked out or overthinking, just as soon as you notice, see if you can come back to feeling your breath, feeling this inhale move through whatever shape you're in. And each exhale, letting go just as much as you're able in whatever shape you're in right now. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. And feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. We'll begin by sliding arms overhead, stretching out through your arms and legs, reaching through your fingers and your toes. And then interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Give that knee a good squeeze in. You might even give a little jiggle, releasing deep into your hip crease. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee in and then open your knee out to the right, just at a slight angle. You can straighten your leg part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. Keep coming back to your slow, deep breaths. And then release, bend your knee and bring it across for a spinal twist. You can open out through your right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, letting your fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back, bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close. And then straighten the left leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your right leg. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist, first with a bent knee, exploring each shape from the inside. What are you feeling here? Staying in your twist, try straightening your left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, another circle or rock. And then drop your feet to the floor and we'll get set up for a little bit of core work. So start by drawing the belly in and pressing the lower back down. Keep the belly drawing in strongly. Interlace your fingers behind your head and exhale, lift the head and shoulders up. Inhale, release down. We'll keep going like this. Exhale up. Inhale down. Try not to use too much momentum or arm strength, so it's really initiating the movement from the abdominals contracting. Let's take two more like this. Last one. Release down. Now bring the right knee in and the left elbow across so they come towards one another, and then extend the right leg really long, but keep the belly drawing in. Knee in, reach it long. Knee in, stretch long. Knee in, stretch long. One more on this side. Same thing other side. Bring the left knee in, right elbow across, and then reach it really long. Knee in, stretch long. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. Let's take one more. Good. Let's bring both knees in, and then make your way up to sitting. Let's come into a comfortable cross-legged position. If you have something to sit up on, you can grab it, a blanket or cushion or block. And we'll extend the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, and take it back. As you do this, draw the ribs in, draw the belly in. So this is also lengthening the lower back, lengthening the whole back by engaging the front. Let's release, right arm up, open it out, and then take it across. And we're going to hook with the other arm, hug it in as close as you can. And as you do this, draw back through the right shoulder. So you're still square across the chest, still sitting nice and tall. And then release, arm out. Rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, so back of your hand is at your waist. Interlace fingers at the waist, pull your knuckles around towards the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle the right shoulder. Just put a little movement in this shoulder that might be a little creaky or tight here. And then keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then fold forward. And this might be just dropping your head, or it could be coming part way or all the way to the floor. Reach your arms up and back away from you, whatever amount you're able. So in each pose, we are exploring our limitations. Your limitations are your own. We all have different bodies, so it doesn't need to look a particular way. Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. We'll take the left arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, take it back, and then draw the ribs in, draw the belly in. You may want to move around a little, just experimenting, exploring within each shape. And then release. Left arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hugging it in as close as you can. As you do this, draw back through your shoulders so you're still square across the chest. And then release. Arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, the way you don't normally cross. Knuckles go towards the front, elbows towards one another, and then circle the left shoulder. Go as slow as you need to so you're careful, but not skipping over the tight places. And then keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the heart, and then fold whatever amount. Breathing, feeling where you are. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's bring the feet to the floor, hip width apart, and shift hands to the floor in front of the feet. Take a little rock front to back. So as you rock your weight forward, you can look for a stretch through the toes. As you rock back, getting into calves, ankles, Achilles tendon. Again, maybe go a little slower, especially if things are creaky or tight. You want to explore what are the limits without going beyond them. Also notice your hands, getting ready to take more weight into the hands soon. And then we'll drop the heels, lift the hips, and come to hang in Ragdoll. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You might take a sway or shake out here. Letting gravity assist you. Letting the weight of your head hang. Let's plant the hands shoulder width apart near the front of the mat. Step the feet back, coming into a high push-up position. Can you engage your core here to bring support from the underside? Drawing the belly in to spread the lower back. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. That could be cobra or up dog. It can be low or high. You might take this first one a little more gently or explore what's possible right now. And then back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. Take your time getting into each new shape. Here you may want to pedal out your feet a little bit, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. As you settle onto 2 feet evenly, you're welcome to have the heels up or down, knees bent or straight. And then drop your knees and sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. And resting can be such an important part of this practice, coming back to ease. So I invite you to do that as often as you need to, whether it's in this shape or a different one. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table, come back through down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, and lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold, let your head release fully. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Standing tall, mountain pose. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please take the time you need for your transitions. Here we'll take 5 deep breaths, whether that's in down dog or any other neutral shape. Child's pose, sitting, something else. Reestablishing presence, ease, as often as you can. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, when you're ready, take your right leg up, bend your knee in, and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint, feeling what you're doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest, working core strength. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Feel free to adjust your footing when you're ready, arms high. Sink hips low. Let's grab the left wrist and take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side, grab your right wrist, take it across. back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Open up the heart. Sink hips low. Let's release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go like Ragdoll. Reaching that back leg a little longer. And then a big step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg. Straight long back leg. So here, can you bring some attention to core engaged, opening front of left hip, to bring space and to support to the lower back. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog. You might take a vinyasa, high to low push-up, up dog or cobra to down dog, but you take the transitions that feel right for you. You can skip things, add your own things. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint, feeling all that's being stirred up as you do this, whatever you're noticing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. And then bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Adjust your footing if you need to when you're ready. Arms up, hips low. Let's grab the right wrist. Take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top. Open up the heart. Hips low. Can you feel an opening at the front of the right hip? Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Square off the hips. Keep reaching that back leg straighter, longer, higher, but letting the upper body release even more. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into a good rest. More important than the shape, coming back to this quality of presence, of ease, choosing whatever shape allows for that for you. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips low. Shoulders low. What's dropping, what's grounding, what's lifting and engaging. So here, can the abdominal muscles support length through the back? One more breath. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Shift forward, find your balance. If you want to make this easier, you're welcome to keep your torso high and your leg low. If you do want to tip forward, just keep the torso and back leg connected. Long straight line from the head to the left foot. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior 1, just one breath. Release through a vinyasa or your movement transition. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. So you choose the outer shape that suits your needs. You choose your challenge level, working with your body. And then within the shape you've chosen, how much can you feel? You're going to keep opening up. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior 1. Release through your movement transition. And then settle into your rest. Settling back into ease. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. From down dog, when you're ready, right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath, come in. And step right back to Warrior 1. From here, open out to Warrior 2. And then take your time adjusting, checking on the details of the pose. Can you bring a little extra attention to abdominals drawing in, opening the front of the left hip, and looking for space in the lower back? Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse Warrior 2. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle, reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin or your ankle or a block or the floor. Looking for even more space from one hand to the other, from your head to your tailbone. One more breath here. And then release. Make your way to down dog. You might take a vinyasa. You might just step back. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up, step forward. High lunge, arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Feeling around inside this familiar shape. Maybe applying this little core, lower back hip flexor pattern. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg for triangle. Reach out to come down. One more breath. And then release. Make your way back to down dog. And then back to a good resting pose, letting go. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step, or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Let's take a few balancing poses. We'll get steady on 2 feet. Feel your feet grounded into the floor. You might bend your knees a little or shift your weight to tune into the soles of the feet a bit more. And then bring your right leg up for tree, Vrikshasana. As high as you can, as low as you need, anywhere on the inner leg above or below your knee. Arms can be out to the side. You're also welcome to use a chair or wall. If you feel steady, you might bring hands together or arms up. Can you bring some attention to core supporting length through the back here? What are the other patterns you're working on? Can you be curious inside this shape? And release, shake that out. Get grounded on 2 feet before moving over to 1, and then when you're ready, left leg comes up. As high as you can, as low as you need. Choose your arm position. And these habit patterns we're working on, they're never really done. We can just keep checking in on them, fine-tuning. You might know it's a good idea to drop your shoulders, but are they dropped now? And then in a few moments, are they dropped now? Same thing, engaging the core, relaxing the jaw. You can just have a constant checklist that you're scanning through, checking in on. Shake that out. Let's take a quad stretch balance. We're going to bend the right leg, grab hold of the right foot with either just the right hand and the left arm can be out or at a piece of furniture, or you can have two hands hold the foot. Here's a great place to check in on that pattern. So if it's really tight in the hip flexor, there could be an unconscious release valve where you get a duck butt, avoid the tightness, dump the belly, and then, oh, it's going in the lower back. So see if here you can keep dropping through the tail, lifting through the belly, and looking for that opening. Sometimes like to use the image of a monkey tail. Imagine you have a long monkey tail and you're pulling it up from the front to drop your tailbone down. And then release, shake that out. Take a moment to get grounded on 2 feet and then move to the other side. Left leg back with one or both hands. Tail dropping, belly lifting, yawning open. Can you relax your face while you're doing all of that? Can the breath be steady? Last breath here. And release. Shake that out. Let's bring feet hip width apart. We'll take hands to the top of the buttocks. Roll your shoulders back. Roll the elbows back. Lift the chest. So bringing a nice arch to the upper back by keeping the lower back neutral and long. Heart lifting, even more space. And then release, fold forward. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. If you're able, grab your big toes with the first 2 finger and thumb. With that grip, lengthen and fold. Pull the top of the head towards the floor, tractioning out. Imagine little spaces puffing between each of your vertebrae. And then release. Let's make our way back to down dog. You can transition in any way you like, just simply stepping back or taking some movement as you go. And then we'll come into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get as low as they'll go, and see if some support is useful. If you are tipping over onto your right hip, you might put something underneath it, a blanket or block, so the hips are still square. If you like, you can rest your forehead on something, maybe your stacked hands or a block or cushion. Allowing the weight of your body to release into whatever's underneath you. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time, and if you have something under your right hip, you can move it out of your way so that you can lean over onto the right hip, Swing the back leg around to the front. From here, we'll lean over onto the left hip and then send the right leg back. And if that didn't get you into a pigeon pose, take your time adjusting. You can adjust the angle of the front leg. You might set up some props here. And then again, folding, releasing. Keep releasing. Is there any unnecessary effort in your face, neck, shoulders, hips? Let's bring the upper body back up. If you have something under your left hip, move it out of your way so you can lean to the left. This time, bring your right foot to the outside of the left knee, getting set up for a seated spinal twist. Try and have both sit bones grounded. You can also do this with the bottom leg straight if that would work better for you. So we'll bring the right hand to the floor behind us. Left arm will either hug the knee or hook to the outside of the knee. As you inhale, sit a little taller. As you exhale, rotate, looking back over your shoulder. And keep going, looking for length. And then a little more twist, but always with length. One more breath here. And then release, unwind and switch. Bottom leg can be straight or bent. Left hand to the floor behind you, right arm hugs or hooks. As you inhale, sit taller. As you exhale, rotate more, looking over your shoulder. One more breath here. And then release, unwind. Take a little windshield wiper side to side. You can rub one hip into the floor as you're on one side. And then roll back onto your back, bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. And just check in with your body. We are going to start to wind things down, getting ready for Savasana. What do you still need to feel complete in your practice? If you want to take some back bends, there's time for that. If you want to take an inversion, if you want to take a restorative pose, really anything or nothing. If nothing's needed, you can go ahead and spread out and come into your final resting pose. Whatever you are choosing to do, feel that fully. Each time you finish something, again, just ask your body, what now? And you can just repeat that until nothing else is needed, in which case you can come into a symmetrical, relaxed position for your final rest. When you are ready to come into Savasana, you can finally let go of the control of your breath. Let go of trying to be present or do anything. Just setting up the conditions that might allow for a nice deep rest. But you don't need to control your experience or do anything about where you are, just allowing what's here to be here. No effort. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. And come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day.